Now, while this may seem obvious to others, there are a lot of good shows out at the moment, and there are some good shows that people have never watched that have been out for a few years that have been getting remakes, or ones that I have started watching recently or re-watching again that I think that you either scraped past on the watch list, or something hasn't caught your interest as quickly, or there is some that you've just seen and you've gone, I'll watch it another time. And I feel like now, with it being the start of a new year, obviously a whole 2 months in, I feel like I thought I'd just list out the ones I've been rewatching or shows that I'm going to be watching this year and speak quite briefly about. One of them is Demon Slayer, quite surprisingly, with that being now released a second season at some point this year, with the entertainment arc being in question, and the release of the train film they released. Demon Slayer is a very good time at the moment to get into, because we're in a period of time where it's between the release of the manga's ended, but we're now waiting for the second season. The film's out, the Mugen Train trailer, but we're still waiting for it to become available worldwide. Now, if you want to watch Demon Slayer, it's obviously on Funimation or Crunchyroll, or even now it's on Netflix. It'd be a great time to get into it. It's got a brilliant story, good dynamic between the three main characters, very, very, very good story. The progression's incredible. It's going to be moving forward even better. Quite easy to get into. Animation's on point from UFO table. And I don't really find a bad moment in it at all, and I enjoy all of that. And then I just wanted to move on to the next one, is Dr. Stone. Now, this show, I'm still on the first season. I know I'm very slow at the moment, and with that show, it's quite different. I've been watching it in this season. Obviously, it's the first one still. I've started buying the manga and I've read slight bits ahead, and obviously I'm sort of spoiling for myself, so I'm not a very good fan on that side. And with Dr. Stone, it's very different, because obviously you're taking characters who have come from years gone by, and they're now back in the present day. It's back to the Common Age, the Stone World, everything's back to primitive times, and yet you've got 3 people who have been resurrected, or even not resurrected, sorry, depetrified, who try to bring the world back to its common stance, and they can meet new people, fight off different things. And it's a really good show, because I think a lot of the humor in it is quite good. They know little things here and there from the previous times, and I think if you want to get into a show, it's quite quizzy, quite intelligent, has a lot of big words, very hard for me to understand. I think that would be the best show, one of the good shows to get for at the moment. And the other 2 are The Promised Neverland Season 2 specifically, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, I'm going to speak on Promised Neverland quite quickly, because I know people are going to go, well, it's shit. Essentially, the second season has skipped out, apparently, from what I've heard and read, the majority of the best arcs in the manga, and I get that can probably be a really big put off, and they've ruined a few things by going off script, and obviously it's just similar in my eyes to what they did with Game of Thrones. It doesn't mean it'll be bad. Now, I see a lot of people are kicking off because obviously they know what to expect. They saw what was coming, they were looking forward to it, and then bang, they've taken a different table. They've taken a different route. I get that's a bad thing, and it's quite sad, and it's quite annoying in fact, but you've got to remember they've obviously done it for a reason. They have an idea of what they've got to do, and who knows, it could be brilliant. I won't say it's going to be better than manga, because the arcs they cut out were quite brilliant, but I think we've just got to have faith that they know what they're doing. Now, if what they've cut off is not very good, then it's a shame, but I would recommend season 1 highly. Season 2 is obviously a bit different to the first one, and I think the first 3 episodes are all manga based, and I think they go off track. I've only seen as far as the first episode, so if I'm speaking off point, I apologize. And then, yeah, I'll leave that for now. I'll leave you up to that opinion. This isn't a list of shows that I think are incredible. This is a list of shows that I think that if you want something a bit different, or something just to take time with your hands, I'd watch these in the spare time. I'm watching Dr. Stone at the moment. I've just finished rewatching Demon Slayer. Promised Neverland I've also recently just rewatching, and now I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen, which is the next one. Jujutsu Kaisen is just pretty good. There's nothing much more to say on that. From the fights of Itadori versus Sukuna, or whenever Sukuna takes over, the animation across different platforms, the story riveting, the moral dilemmas. There's a lot of stuff it dives into, and it's pretty good, to be honest. And I didn't know anything about Jujutsu Kaisen. I thought it was simply just a horror one, because if you look at the art, it just looks a bit demony and a bit horror-y. and I completely misunderstood it. And it's definitely a show that I've taken a massive liking to, whether it's for just the animation purposes or if it's just for the fighting purposes or all these different things. And now that it's out and it's swinging in its second arc, I think it's in its second arc, it's doing really well. And I think it's taken the world by storm as well, because the manga's done brilliantly. It outsold only Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayer outsold it at first, but then Demon Slayer held the top of the charts for quite, a long time, ridiculous long time. And Jujutsu Kaisen overtook it, and that just shows how well this show is doing. It has the attention of the manga world, it has the attention of the anime world, and I think it's one of those shows you should get into. And yes, again, this isn't a list of me going, oh, look at these shows, they're good. It's nothing like that. I think, honestly, if you want to watch a bit of a horror and a bit of a thriller, I'd go and watch Promised Neverland. If you're looking for something that's a bit horror-y, but a bit more dramatic and a bit more inspiring, go watch Demon Slayer. Dr. Stone, if you're feeling quite adventurous, because it is quite an out there show. It's a bit odd. It's really good, though. Senku is definitely one of my favorite characters I've seen in a long time. And then Jujutsu Kaisen, if you're looking for a fast-paced, quite dramatic, quite emotional, demon-based world. Curse-based world. Sorry, my apologies. Jujutsu Kaisen is perfect, and obviously right now you can hear is the theme tune to that. But yeah, this is very much just wanted to be a list of what I'm rewatching right now, but at the same time what I think you should be rewatching if you've got the time in this apocalypse world we're living in. But yeah, thank you if you've enjoyed this. Let me know. Thank you for all the views already. I greatly appreciate it. I am trying to upload reaction videos at the moment, but I'm having a lot of difficulty with those, as I've never done those before. So if you know how to do them properly, please let me know. I'm having a bit of struggle. But yeah, this has been your boy Weep for the Dead. Please hit subscribe when you can, hit like, it would really help out the channel. Share it if you want. Whether you dislike the video, let me know. And if you're watching this from Reddit, hello, love you all, even if you don't like me. And yeah, have a good day, enjoy the apocalypse, and I'll speak to you later. Peace.
Look around, tell me what you see. A change in society, and I feel it has abandoned me. So tell me